talk, toying with them, don't get wound up. How you wound up, another number in the round up. Put the town up, I built this thing up from the ground up. And if I bounce up, I get my crown stuck. Green light go, got the east side flow. I'm a giant in the space like FIFA4. All the kids sing along like E-I-O. Every time when they see my shows, thinking that it happened overnight, yeah, it didn't. In it for the long haul flight, committed. Wanted me to fail out of spite, I didn't. All bark but they don't bite, they timid. Thinking that it happened overnight, but it didn't. In it for the long haul flight, I'm committed. Wanted me to fail out of spite, but I didn't. All bark but they don't bite, cause I'm timid. Look,
Esto es talento y favor and you got no skill. I got drive, baby, ustedes son roadkill. Yeah, ya te dije, no están en mi carta perder. De pequeño estoy ungido, baby, ese es mi flex. No me dieron nada por lo mío.
EA Sports coverage of the NFL finds us at Bank of America Stadium in Uptown Charlotte. Two teams trying to stake their claim to postseason football. Week 14 of the NFL is underway. Oh, a good-looking return set up here. A solid return, pretty good field position. They'll start at the 32. From the 32 now, here's 1st and 10. On the ground, here's the 4th-round pick from April's draft. And he's going to get a solid gain of 9 before being brought down. 2nd and right at a yard. Duggan. Pressure comes in. He's brought down. It's a Panther sack. Jadeveon Clowney make that now 8 sacks for him on the season. But just 2 plays in, and Charles already their first sack defensively.
Yeah, how about that? That didn't take long, did it? And now they look at 3rd down, and that's another time to try and go and get the quarterback, too.
Here's Duggan to throw. That is caught. And they're going to have this across midfield and inside the 45. Well, that's one way to convert on 3rd down, picking up 26 yards.
Well, 3 and out to start the game would have been a real disappointment. So this is a nice job of finding something you think will work and executing it. And they're able to keep this opening drive going.
On 1st down, they'll go to the ground attack. And he's corralled, but not before getting it inside the 35. 10 more there and another 1st down.
We use the word relentless a lot with guys who are aggressive on the field. In this case, it really fits, doesn't it? How about his ability to break tackles and his feet never stop moving?
And he'll manage to pick up about 4 at 2nd down. Throwing, Duggan. Forced out to his left. Oh, that held up there a long time, but it falls innocently and incomplete.
They're bringing a lot of pressure here already in the first quarter. Already sacked him once. Now to get in there and knock another one away. You think maybe that Tucker rule being gone makes defenses a lot bolder?
Yes, indeed. That time, lucky that the arm was going forward. Incomplete pass. Duggan looking to throw. Pass to the sideline and pulled in. It's so close. He gets it to the 1. Out of bounds right there. 1st and goal. A chance for an early statement here on the road. And he gets in. Touchdown, Tennessee. A great effort there. His 16th rushing touchdown on the year. And the Titans will jump on top with the game's first score here this afternoon. The kickoff team on the field now as they will send this one away. KJ Hamler returning it. And he will make it to the 20-yard line and no further. First rep of the game for Josh Jacobs. And he'll have this past the 30 prior to going out of bounds. Solid way to start the drive. 13 yards, picking up the first. This running game's so important for them, and they know that. It helped lead them to a victory last week when he was over 100 yards.
Let's face it, it's their identity, and that's what they want to play to. They want to be that team that runs the ball really well each and every week, and right now we're seeing a pretty good pattern of that happening. On first down, they go with Jacobs again. And he'll get up to the 43-yard line. The Panthers at 10-2 on the year, and they've certainly found their groove of late. Winners of 5 in a row. And this team is absolutely playing their best football right now. This is the best that we've seen them play in a long time, partner. Sky's the limit as far as they're concerned. Their confidence really soaring.
Once again, it's Jacobs. No dice this go-around. He's hit behind the line and taken down. They go backwards there 2 yards, and 2nd and 1 is now 3rd and 3.
This defense is a difficult one to prepare for, one of the best in the league. They'll come at you from all angles, and they did a nice job there stopping him for a loss.
3rd and 3. Looking to throw, Young. And he'll be hit as he releases it, and that'll fall incomplete.
Well, I'm quite sure that they envisioned a much better start to this game when they practiced all week, but they failed on that 3rd down play. That brings up 4th down, and they'll probably have to punt it away.
Here's the Panthers punter now, as he's on to punt for the first time this afternoon. He was only asked to punt once in the victory last week as he sends this one away. And this will hit just beyond the goal line as it's into the end zone for a touchback. Tennessee offense about set and ready to go. They'll be looking to duplicate that first drive, the one that got them that 7-0 lead.
Of course they. So getting the 7-0 lead was huge for them, right? Imagine getting up 2 touchdowns on the road, taking the crowd out of the game would be ideal.
You look at this Carolina defense. Into this game, they're ranked number 22 in the NFL against the pass, Charles. And I think you're going to see some changes in the offseason, whether it's through the draft, free agency, maybe even both. They definitely need some help in the secondary. Duggan now to throw. He's going to flip that out to the flat. It's complete. And he's brought down at the 24 after a gain of 4. Well, this defense for the Panthers, they were terrific a week ago in that victory over Tampa Bay, Charles.
I have to admit, I was extremely impressed by what I saw on tape because they stayed in the face of the quarterback the entire game, ended up getting 4 sacks total, and made it difficult for them to step up and find receivers downfield. Also made it hard for them to escape the pocket and run.
Duggan will look to throw this. He'll get that complete to Dell. And this won't do it. He needed 6. He only got halfway there.
Well, we hear so often how tackling has become almost a lost art in the NFL game. But it's so important to tackle well on these receivers, especially in a play like this one. 3rd down, they gave him the underneath stuff. You got to go and make the tackle right away.
They're going to try and throw. Flush to his right. And he'll avoid the tackle there with a slide. A curious decision to go for it, but it pays off with a first down.
If there's one thing they are lacking in, it's confidence. They took a big and maybe unnecessary risk going for that 4th down. He put them on his shoulders, though, and paid off the big-time gamble.
From the 32 now, here's 1st and 10. To throw is Duggan. He's going to launch this thing way downfield. He's got it at the 15. Touchdown, Titans. A big play there. His 11th touchdown of the year. And the Titans have taken a 13-0 first quarter lead. Extra point splits the uprights, and that'll make the score 14-0. There's the Titan kick team as they run up and send this one away. And he'll be stopped up at the 25. This Carolina offense at the line, ready to go. And they're in a bind early here, down 14-0. Are you worried at this stage or still too early?
You're worried. You're just trying not to transmit it to the rest of your team. You want to make sure that they stay positive. But at the same time, you're wondering, how are we going to move the football? What do we have on this play sheet that can work? Get back to basics is usually your answer. And make sure you find the guy who can move the ball fastest for you if you just get it in his hands.
Yeah, still second quarter. You get points on the board here. I think you're feeling okay. Some of the fans here don't seem too happy about what we've seen in this first half.
No, not at all, and I understand why. They look lethargic, out of sync, and it shows on the scoreboard.
Young's incompletion on first down leads to a 2nd and 10. They'll set up a throw. Oh, the ball comes out on the hit, but they'll say it's incomplete.
I think he had to unload that one before he wanted to. He was right up in his grill. I think he was a dentist there without a license, don't you?
Just not enough time for the play to develop. Just lucky it wasn't a fumble, really. They'll throw again. Young. Shot on the release as this will be incomplete.
That looks like it's going to be 2 empty possessions now to start this football game. I think they're going to have to sit down and talk about what worked for them last week in their win. Sometimes you over-game plan, overthink things. Get back to what works.
The 3 straight incompletions, they don't care. That hasn't just on 4th. They're indeed going for it as they look to throw. Work in the middle of the field, and he's got a man complete. And he will take it across for a Panthers touchdown. K.J. Hamler, 65 yards. And the Panthers' decision to go for it pays off with 6 points. Extra point from McManus is good. And that'll make our... After the touchdown, here's McManus now to kick it away. And he's going to be stopped cold. Good coverage there by the kick team to bring that return to an abrupt halt. The Titans offense set to begin the drive. Well, this offense looks like they have a little extra pep in their step as they take the field here for drive number 3, because remember, Charles, drives 1 and 2 both ended in the end zone.
Yeah, and right now they've just got to be careful not to lean into overconfidence, because every drive has a life of its own. But I like the way that they've started, the way that they're going about doing things right now. They've got a chance for that 3rd consecutive touchdown, and that would be a crushing blow to the defense.
Jadeveon Clowney, that is now 2 sacks for him here in this first half.
And we all know how talented this guy is, who's calling the signals for him. But even the best in the game, they can struggle against a good, cohesive zone coverage. Can't find a gap in the secondary quick enough, and he ends up taking a sack.
And they need to work to at least get some of this yardage back after the sack. 2nd and 19. Back to throw. Dugan escaping the pressure right. Able to locate his running back open downfield. And he'll be taken down, but not before they work it across midfield. 39 yards there, a big one.
A lot of running backs in the passing game, they're just used to check it down to them or maybe dump off passes. But this guy, they use him to stretch the field, don't they?
The stretch to right there turned it into a really nice game. Back to throw now on first down. He shakes him off. Oh, this one incomplete. The pressure got to him as he released it. And it's 2nd down.
When defenses get to the quarterback that quickly, a lot of times it's called a jailbreak. It wasn't quite that fast, but fast enough that he had no time to look downfield and set himself to throw the ball. And as he tried to do that, he was hit, and it forced an incompletion.
2nd and 10. Operating from the gun, Dugan. This is caught inside the 15. And he will score. Touchdown, Titans. A great play there. 46 yards. And the Titans have taken a 2-touchdown lead now. Point after, right down the middle. And it's now 21-7.